call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll run play action. Got him downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. Uses athleticism, uses speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him.
Turning it on! And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Pass completion, move the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun to give to the back. To the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Clemson's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Lots of running room. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 and play. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Rebels line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Plows through the defense. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. He's now up to 71 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. He's in open space downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Clemson now operating in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. We joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Makes the catch. It's Freeman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game. Basically, it's the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Wide open downfield. Running free. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down Rebels look to keep this drive humming. The give out of the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the move, it's Spears. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters getting tight in the red zone. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt. And the field goal caps off this first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the field.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking for the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Freeman. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Stoneburner. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Clark. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Tigers are flying down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Johns. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown Tigers! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's small. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Durham.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Got rid of it just in time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the right. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff to the lone back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Clemson jumps to the line. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The give to the tailback. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Washington State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes if you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Making side adjustments here. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Caught near the sticks. It's Bickley. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Clemson.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Clark. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, they go with the toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
On the move at the 30. There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Second down, he'll throw it. Dances away. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Spears. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get on.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll keep it himself. Got a little space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Rebels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. It's a draw. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll close the gap to 14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Johns. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Reels it in down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Clemson set up with another 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. They just keep firing. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They're up by 11 over Oregon State. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He's going to take off, and he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's small. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got three. It was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On fourth down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll leave it with him. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Yeah, and I think on that third down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're going to run it. He breaks the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Working that left side now. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Catch in the middle. It's Durham. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive.
27.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Clemson will send the punt team out. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He'll pull it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
When you're down late in the game and you got to make plays, it's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Looking for more room. The 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work on the ground trying to pull the plug on this clock. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. He wants to change this route. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. To the ground to try to move the chains. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
It's good. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they'll take a knee. With the clock running, this should be the final play. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much.